This episode of PhoneBuff is brought to you by $6 Shirts. What's up guys, David here from PhoneBuff, and I am back with yet another two-part video series, this time comparing the Samsung Galaxy S5 and the Apple iPhone 5s. Now, if you've been subscribed to the channel for long enough, you know that we don't do your typical comparisons here at PhoneBuff, and instead, like we've been doing since all the way back in 2012, we do it in the often imitated but originally found here PhoneBuff style, where we do two videos looking at a bunch of reasons why each of these smartphones could be considered better than the other. So that way, after watching both videos, you can get a much better idea as to which phone is actually the better phone for you. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Reason number one. The iPhone 5s, with its anodized aluminum body, chamfered edges, and sapphire crystal home button, has what most people would consider to be a much more premium look and feel to it than the more plasticky Galaxy S5. 2. In addition to the build quality, the iPhone 5s is also smaller, thinner, and lighter than the Galaxy S5, making it a bit more pocketable and easier to hold in the hand. 3. While this advantage is becoming less and less of a selling point for iOS in general, the fact still remains that right now, the App Store on the iPhone still has a better selection of apps, with more iOS first and iOS exclusive apps available than the Play Store on the Galaxy S5. 4. Speaking of apps, like you'd expect, on the Galaxy S5 you can't get any of Apple's apps like Siri, iMessage, or FaceTime, but on the iPhone, not only do you have Apple's apps, but you also get to have Google's as well, with apps like Google Now, Hangouts, and more, all available for free on the App Store, so you kind of get the best of both worlds. Reason number 5. But one thing you don't get on the iPhone 5s is the annoying and uninstallable preloaded carrier apps that plague some of the carrier versions of the Galaxy S5. 6. Under the privacy settings of the iPhone, you can see what an app has access to on your phone, and if you don't feel comfortable with something an app can access, you can just switch it off without having to delete the app completely like you would on the Galaxy S5. 7. On the iPhone 5s, you can tap the notification bar while on any screen to automatically scroll to the top of whatever you're looking at, which can be really convenient when the lists get long. 8. With guided access, you can lock the iPhone 5s to any app that you want, so you can hand your phone to your kid or even a friend without having to worry about them getting into anything else. 9. While both the iPhone 5s and the Galaxy S5 have fingerprint scanners, the one on the iPhone is much more convenient to use as you don't have to swipe your finger across it, making doing things like unlocking your phone a lot quicker. Reason number 10. Because the iPhone 5s gets this update straight from Apple, you'll be updated to the latest version of iOS just about right after Apple releases it, whereas on the Galaxy S5, it can take anywhere from a few weeks to several months before you get an update after it's been released. 11. On the iPhone 5s, you can raise the phone to your ear to use Siri through the earpiece, so that way you can do voice searches in public without disturbing anyone or letting anybody know what you're searching. 12. Unlike the Galaxy S5, when you connect a Bluetooth accessory to the iPhone 5s, you get an icon in the notification bar indicating the battery life of the connected accessory. 13. The lightning port on the iPhone 5s is reversible, so you can plug it into charge in either direction, making plugging it in at night when the lights are off so much easier on the iPhone than it is on the Galaxy S5 and its protective flap. 14. When you want to send a large video file via email on the Galaxy S5, you're met with this error message with no suggested solution, whereas on the iPhone 5s, sending the same video file results in the iPhone automatically compressing the video for you and sending it seamlessly. Reason number 15. Historically speaking, iPhones have had better resale values than Galaxy S's, meaning in a year or two from now, there's a good chance that you'll get more cash back for the iPhone 5s than you would for the Galaxy S5. 16. Because the iPhone 5s has flat edges all the way around, it can sit perfectly on just about any flat surface, which can be useful for situations like when you want to watch a YouTube video without having to hold the phone, or if you want to take an automatic 360 panorama with apps like Twister. 17. From pretty much anywhere you can copy and paste, on the iPhone 5s you have the option to have selected text read back to you out loud, ideal for long articles or when you don't have time to look away from what you're currently doing. 18. While the Galaxy S5 has the advantage of being compatible with Samsung's own Galaxy Gear, generally speaking, the iPhone 5s is compatible with more devices and accessories, with them oftentimes being made to work specifically with the iPhone. 19. The dedicated vibrate switch on the iPhone 5s lets you conveniently silence the phone without having to turn the screen on. The switch also acts as a visual indicator, so you can tell if the phone is silenced or not with a quick glance, which can help you avoid those embarrassing moments when your phone rings when you don't want it to. Reason number 20. As we saw in the PhoneBuff style speed test we conducted, the iPhone 5S with its dual-core A7 chip outperforms the Galaxy S5, giving you a smoother and more responsive experience overall. 21. On the back of the iPhone 5S, you'll find two LED lights that together give you better and more natural looking light when taking photos than the single LED found on the back of the Galaxy S5. 22. Speaking of taking photos, the iPhone 5S's Birdshot is faster and lasts for much longer than the Galaxy S5's, all but guaranteeing you that you'll be able to capture that Kodak moment. 23. But sometimes those Kodak moments are better off being captured in slow motion instead of just a picture, and with the iPhone 5S, not only do you get 720p slow motion video, but you also get audio to go along with that video, making reliving those moments even more epic. 24. The iPhone 5S has 3 microphones compared to the Galaxy S5's 2, which results in better quality sound in videos and also offers better voice quality for the people on the other end of your phone calls. Reason number 25. On the topic of sound quality, the iPhone 5S's bottom-facing speaker offers both louder and better quality sound than the single rear speaker found on the Galaxy S5. Okay, so there you have it. Those are my top 25 reasons why the iPhone 5S could be considered better than the Galaxy S5. If you want to hear the 25 reasons that I have for the Galaxy S5, watch the S5's version of this video, which will be annotated somewhere here on the screen or linked for you down below in the description. But before I wrap this video up, I want to give a big shout out to the sponsor for today's episode in $6 shirts. So as you guys have probably noticed, in a lot of my videos, I wear these techie t-shirts like the one I have on right now, and I've actually been buying them from $6 shirts since before they were a sponsor for the show. And as you could probably guess based off their name, their shirts cost just $6. So if you want a shirt like this one, or even this one, click on that first link down below in the description, get yourself a ridiculously good deal and help support the channel at the same time. Alright guys, that's it for me in this video. If you enjoyed it and you like these type of comparisons, make sure to give this video a thumbs up to show your love, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel for more mobile technology videos from me, just like this. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the very next episode.